Okie dokie. Welcome everybody to our Big Brother 18 live feed spoilers show, week 8. And oh, this is going to be a good show. Let me let you guys know a few things really quickly. First, number one, if you guys want to watch these shows back, you don't have to do it on You Now. You can do it over at bb18/spoilers. Of course, yourrealityrecaps.com/bb18spoilers. But Eric, we don't want shows with we're Nicole. We don't want shows with spoilers. Why do you have to spoil stuff? That's okay. You can go to yourrealityrecaps.com/bb18 to watch our shows without spoilers and with house guests and our weekly recap shows. That's where those are. Of course, you guys know you can get the feeds from us. Over talking about that. Next, if you guys want to super duper help support our shows in the best way possible all year long, become a patron. You get access to the patron only Facebook group, shows just for patrons every single week, prize giveaways for patrons every single week, so your questions asked to reality stars, and it is what keeps us up and running. If you don't want to do a patron, yes, of course, you can do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. If you guys are watching this back in YouTube, you can click on these buttons, thumbs up and subscribe, iTunes, 5-star rating, a nice review. Lastly, and most importantly, okay, second to lastly, I'll throw these two in for people that want to know. All the flashback times are at yourrealityrecaps.com/bb18flashbacks. And if you want 24/7 live feed updates on Twitter, at bb18feedupdates. Now, for real lastly, and then I promise we're going to have an amazing show, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon trial. If you already know what to do. If you don't know what to do, go to yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon video. There's a 2-minute video there. I promise, only 2 minutes. There's 3 steps of directions below it. If you guys could do it for us, it would super duper help us out. As you know, we have a lot of technical computer problems lately this season. It's really affecting us. If you guys go to yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon trial, sign up for a few trials. You can do as many as you want. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a free trial, provided you cancel before the trial's over. It doesn't cost you anything, and it will really help us out. It's only good for the month of August. We're trying to get 1,000 trials. We only have like 130. I was really excited in the beginning, and then it fell off. So, if you want us to cover BB19, if you love what we do and you don't want to do something that's going to cost you any money, please, please, please go check out yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon video. That being said, we need to talk BB18 live feeds. I don't know what voodoo and mojo Josiah conjured up from beyond the grave, but he has done cast a spell upon the house last night, because let me tell you what happened. First of all, Natalie. Who are you, girl? Natalie, where'd you come from last night? Where did you come from last night, Natalie? Ooh, and Bridget, where did you come from last night, Bridget? Bridget and Natalie. Now, I want to be very clear when we start telling this story. 2 things. Number 1, you all need to let me go off on a tangent and ramble this all out for a few minutes. Then I will take all the questions from the chat room. You can tell me if I got anything wrong, and we can talk about all the stuff that you want to talk about. Now, that said, here we go. Natalie and Bridget decided last night that, hey, I think Paulie is playing the whole entire side of the whole house against each other. Or keep telling Mr. Smart. Okay, but the reason I want to be very specific on telling you all that it was Natalie and it was Bridget is because I have a feeling when we watch this edit, a penis is going to get the credit for it. A penis will end up getting the credit for this house flip. Just wait. You will know that the penis is going to get credit for it because usually Nicole will be chasing behind it. So you might be confused, but if you see Nicole chasing behind it, it's a penis. Now, look, I'm saying she gets dignitized is what I'm saying, which is why she wasn't included in any of all this, if you're wondering. Okay, so now, back to the point. Bridget basically realized, hey, Paul is taking me under his wing and he's saying he wants to go all the way with me. And then Natalie kind of realizes, hey, he's kind of saying the same exact thing to James. And then Bridget was talking to Paul And then Paul was kind of like, yeah, we could maybe kind of get together with Paulie too. And then Bridget's like, wait a minute, how many people do Paulie have deals with? So things just start like coming out little bit by little bit. And now Natalie and James were not talking to each other at all for most of yesterday. And Natalie was like, I gotta work on him. I gotta find out what's going on. So Natalie is the one who originally puts the plan together and starts working James and getting him back in and trying to figure out what's going on. Now, then that's kind of when Bridget comes into it. That's kind of when James comes into it. They're trying to like now sell James on this. Like, Paulie's playing the whole house against each other, and he has like a final 3 and a final 4 and a final 2. And who is he really loyal to? Is he really loyal to Corey? Is he really loyal to Paul? What is going on? But he's loyal to everyone. And James like, I couldn't do anything last week, but maybe I'll do something this week. And I'm like, shut up, James, and you eat a dick. The dick that Nicole is chasing after, you should eat it, James. Now, by the way, they are all in the London room having this conversation, and one of my first favorite parts of all of it is when, right in the middle of all of it, Natalie goes, I just want to say that I love James, and James and I are going to get married after this season is over, which the cameraman, without even missing a beat, cuts to James's face that looked like this. If looks could kill, James's face would have been like, really? He was like, I heard the internal scream come from James not saying anything. Not a word. I was just like, James. Look, first of all, if there's someone that wants to have sex with you, you should pretty much just ball and chain it right there. And you're good. I don't know why you're looking like you're upset. My other favorite part was when, Natalie is like, bless Natalie's heart. And look, I love Natalie. Queen Natalie, slay Natalie, Natalie, you're God. But Natalie, several times during this conversation where she is telling everything, turns to James and goes, can I tell them? Can I tell them? What do you think James is going to say? No, don't tell them, when you're in front of them telling them everything so that he can then be a target. Everything James has been doing has been trying not to be a target. So, while a lot of people are like, oh, we're so excited, James finally flipped. James is finally going to make a move. He's going to get on board with this plan to get Paulie out. What you really probably have to realize is that it was Natalie forcing him into a position of being on a plan to get Paulie out, because I think James probably might not have went along with it if none of the other people were in the room. I think he would have talked Natalie out of it. Now, here's the other good part of Natalie. Natalie is like, I'm not dumb. Can we just get this shit off? She's like, ding. Ding, everybody. Ding. Hey, you all think I'm an idiot? I'm not an idiot. Can we get this shit going? I want Paulie out. And I was like, Natalie, where did you come from? Natalie. I don't know who this Natalie is, but I do love this Natalie. Now, things took a turn. Right when things started getting good. Right when things started getting good in the London room, there was a big bomb dropped into the middle of the room. Enough to make me run screaming. And it is when James presented Paul with a bag of Lay's potato chips. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is going to make me turn these damn feeds off quicker than Paul on fucking chips during the whole fucking conversation. Thank God that bag was there. I was willing it. I was willing the bag to fall off the bed. I was like, ooh, have ants in the bed. Like let the bag just be covered in ants. Like, I want an ant central. I want an ant farm in the bag. I don't care what the hell has to happen, but something has to happen in that bag. Thankfully, he did not really go crazy with that bag of chips. Now, perhaps he lost his appetite because one bed over was Michelle, who I am convinced either has the Zika virus or is turning into a zombie or has the Black Plague. I don't know what's wrong with her, but if I was in a bed next to her with a bag of chips, I would probably not have an appetite either. I was half expecting her face to spin around and vomit or green shit out. I don't know what's going on with her. Was she in the sun? Is that her without makeup? I don't know what's going on with you, girl, but look, I don't really talk about people's appearance, but I'm just saying, something's wrong with Michelle there. I don't understand what the hell was going on with her. Okay, cut to James now all of a sudden is kind of like, hey, you know what? You know what we need to do on double eviction? Because, oh, this was the other thing. They all have come to the conclusion now, Paulie's making deals with all of us individually, and we don't know where Paulie's real loyalty lies. And okay, so we're going to get him out. We're all on board. So Natalie and James and, Michelle, not like she can really do anything, and Bridget and Paul, so they're all on board. We're going to get Paulie out. But nobody knew what to do on double eviction. And I was like, we just need a bag of Skittles. Someone needs to drop a damn bag of Skittles into this room. If there was Skittles in this room, we would have no problem coming up with a double elimination plan. However, James banged those two rocks together in his head and was like, oh, I guess let's just do something this season. And goes, let's put up Nicole and Paulie in a double eviction, which Natalie lost her shit over. Natalie, she hates Nicole. And good on you. Because anytime, she couldn't get the sentence out. She would just be like, okay, so we're going to put up Nicole. Nicole. Oh my God, are we going to put up Nicole? She loved it. It was as if there was some inner demon inside of her which was going to come out every single time she mentions the fact that they're going to put up Nicole and Paulie together. She loves it. And you know what I have to say to that, Nicole? I have to say, memories of you and Christine. Oh, Nicole, maybe you shouldn't have been so mean to Christine after her season, and you could have been a better friend when she got out because she was so hated by everybody. I have a feeling you're going to get out and you're going to be hated by everybody, and you're going to wish you had a friend like Christine who would probably understand every single thing that you're going through. Actually, Christine is a real good person, not like you, who's a fake good person, so I'm sure Christine will actually be there for you when you get out of the house and find out that you're hated, unlike how you were there for her or really anybody else after your season was over. Anyway, back to the point. In the London room, now we are at the point where they are kind of saying, yes, we need to target Nicole, we need to target Paulie. However, I am I don't know if this is true in the fact that Paul is really going to go along with this plan, because Paul was doing shit like this during it, and I understand why James didn't call him out, but Paul was like, James, now, why don't you just cancel my vote? If you cancel my vote, that will then, then I can pretend like I'm still close to Paulie. Is nobody seeing through this shit? If I was James, I would have been like, oh, so you want to be able to Andy it. You want to be able to be on the other side of the house, act like you're innocent from all of this, have your vote canceled so that you can remain completely safe and good in Paulie's eyes and not become a target in any of this. If I was James, I would be like, I'm not saying whose votes I'm canceling or whatever. Okay, so, and by the way, the funniest part of all this as well was when James was like, this is why my fans, not just fans of Big Brother, his fans, this is why my fans gave me this power. They wanted me to do it. They gave me this power because they knew that I would make great I just wanted him to break into, with great power comes great responsibility. You are not a superhero. You are a headband wearing, long, greasy haired, basically primate. So, no. James, you're not a superhero. And it was Big Brother fans that voted it. And P.S., not necessarily because we wanted you to use the power, because we didn't want you to actually have a good power. Just saying. Again, here's the bubble. Pop it. Okay, so I was unaware if Paul, because he is kind of a little bit of a rat, and we have seen him in situations where there's Frank, where there's other people, that he just kind of goes along with everything that's happening, and then he goes and runs and tells the other people. So I've been waiting to find out, is Paul going to go back and bring this information to Paulie? He ended up sleeping in the London room with Natalie, and they just really kind of rehashed all the things. A lot of stuff did come out. Paul did expose a lot of his game. They all exposed a lot of their games, which makes me think none of them are going to go against this, and the plan kind of is set in stone of they're targeting Paulie and Nicole. However, then they all kind of went to bed at I would say 10 a.m. Big Brother time. Now I can tell from at BB18 live feed updates over on Twitter that the house is awake now and they are moving about. I don't know if there have been any changes, or there is anything new that has happened thus far, but that is basically what you missed, other than, yes, Michelle is staying. So Zakia has always been the target this whole time, but now this new plan, it will flip. They will keep Michelle safe. They will target Paulie. They will target Nicole in a double eviction. So that, my friends, is the basis of the drama that you all missed last night on the feeds. You're welcome. Good night. No. So now, chat room, what do you guys want more information on? What do you want to hear more stuff about? What would you like to discuss more about? I am all yours. We have an hour that we can get more into the nitty and the gritty. Okay, Tabitha in the chat room is saying, Bridget just told Victor. That could be a problem. Cleo the Leo on Twitter earlier today was telling me, look, this is in a large way contingent on Paul and Victor being behind this. I think Victor will be behind it. And people are telling me in the chat room, yes, Victor is behind it. But as she just told him, we don't really know that. We don't really know that. I actually have a question for all of you, chat room, quickly. Is Zakiya saying that she thinks she's pregnant? Because I heard somebody say that Zakiya said she thought she was pregnant. Is that true? Vic spills the beans all the time. Exactly, Dancing in the Dark. I agree. No, BB Boston says no, she didn't. No, what the fuck? No, didn't hear that. Okay, brilliant. Fine. Great. I'm glad. I didn't know. I saw somebody was saying it on Twitter, and I was like, I'm not going to go hunt through the feeds to find out if that's true or not. So, good. Thank you for debunking that. 500 of you that are in here. And I will also say, in case a bunch more of you just came in, I'm not getting into the whole thing again, but if you want us to keep doing these shows, go to yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon trial or Amazon video. Preferably Amazon video would be better, because then you can watch the video. yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon video. If you want us to keep doing shows, go do it. It helps out right now. Go. I'll be here. Z is the new Miss Kitty. Bloated baby. Just put it out. What? Victor is saying how he's always wanted it. How he's always wanted Z out. Vic is smart, throwing out good advice. Vic, now, Mara girl, I know we are Team Vic. I know we love Victor minus the giant nibbles. However, I do not think that Victor is smart. I think Victor should have targeted Paulie right from the beginning the exact way that he said he was going to target him the whole entire time. Oh my god, my head is spinning. Sorry. You can go and play this back later and watch it in slow motion, and probably I'll be talking normal. Now, here is another flaw. This is how I was hoping, or why I was hoping, things were going to go this way this week. I did see Paulie and Zakiya yesterday in the backyard, and Paulie said to Zakiya, I just want to take this week off. Like, I'm just taking this week off. Can you not make my life hard, Zakiya? I'm taking this week off. How's that going for you, Paulie? Everyone, future Big Brother players, the second you feel safe in the game, your game is over. Over. Paulie, who has been controlling this whole house the whole time and thinks he knows what's going on, failed to realize that there was a meeting of half of the house happening because he was too preoccupied, probably with Zakiya. Vanessa went to work every day. Yes, she did. I was so amazed that Paulie and Z were sleeping through all this. Well, I have a feeling he's going to regret it. Have we discussed Paulie's take on Jersey girls? I did tweet this out a while ago. Yes, Paulie is not a fan of girls from New Jersey. Much like Giselle BB7, he hates a New Jersey girl. So, yeah, I mean, do we even need to give it attention? Do we need to, I don't understand. I think Paulie is going to have to answer for a lot of stuff when he gets out of the house, and I'm going to leave that to him to answer. Maybe it's game, maybe it's not game. I don't know. I'm going to let him answer that. But he likes a Texas girl. Of course he does. They are telling Z what Paulie said about her. Ooh, it should be good. I wonder how the edit is going to go, because I'm pretty sure they had tonight's show already edited up into this morning, ready to go. This is a lot of information now to cram in to Thursday's 20-minute recap time block. So I wonder where the focus is going to be on tonight's show, which starts in about 40 minutes. I think we will see, I don't know. I just hope he doesn't have the round trip. Why did you even have to remind me of the round trip? Why did you even... You're blocked. And blocked. You're not blocked. I totally forgot about the round trip ticket. Hey, you know what is so crazy, everyone? You know what is, like, batshit crazy? When there's actually stuff that happens on the show, you don't need all the gimmicks. If you actually didn't put in horrible returning players and you put in like gamers and people like that, we wouldn't need all the twists and the gimmicks. See, we forgot about it that quick because it's not interesting compared to the good stuff that's actually happening when good stuff happens. I'm just saying right now, I swear. Look, I'm going to give James credit. Way to go, James, for figuring out or for coming up. I don't think you came up with it, but good thing for having the balls to throw out there Nicole and Paulie on the block double elimination. I'm giving you lots of credit for that, James. However, you do not get credit for coming up with this whole thing. And I swear, if in the edit they try and act like this was all James's idea, I'm going to bash my face on a wall. It's not going to be good. They better not give it out. Yes, a lot of people are also talking about, hey, did you hear the news about Big Brother 19? I'll throw that in here as well. CBS came out today. There was an official press release saying that Big Brother has been renewed for 2 more seasons, Big Brother 19 and Big Brother 20, which will both be airing during the summer, which led to a lot of people speculating that meant Big Brother 19 is no longer happening online. False. Big Brother 19 is still happening online. However, we are the ones that called it Big Brother 19. They never called it Big Brother 19. So it will probably be called like Big Brother Online Edition or Big Brother... This cast is not going to be respected edition or Big Brother who actually is watching this edition. I don't know, but Big Brother anything is better than 18, so you're going to like this edition. I don't know, but my point is it is still happening. It's not happening. So if you are confused, yes, there is still the online season of Big Brother kicking off at the super end of September or beginning of October, going through December, and then we will have BB19 on television next summer, and then 20 the summer after that. By the way, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon trial. I'm locked in for 2 more years. I swear, I think the ticket says both and Julie decide. Oh, Amy. Interesting. That's an interesting theory. Amy in the chat room is saying she thinks the envelope has 2 cards in it and Julie decides which one to take out. Does she take out the one that says no round trip or does she take out the one that says you're going back in? That is an interesting theory. I didn't think of that. Now I will pay special attention to how she lets us see in that envelope on a future episode. That is a great point, Amy E. from the chat room. But as I would have guessed, they would have wanted to have saved Devon then, no? Honestly, I think it's just 1 card. Look, I have been a huge conspiracy theory, got it? Makes sense, right? No, I've been a huge conspiracy theorist when it comes to production and stuff like that in past seasons. However, it seems like this season, we can't beg them enough to manipulate something. Like, for the love of God, manipulate something. Shoot Victor with a tranquilizer so that Tiffany could have won that damn comp. Keep Frank safe. Pop him in a butt back in. I popped you in the butt, Julie. Like, here's what he should have did. Frank should have walked out of the house. He should have sat down next to Julie, and he should have went, hi, Julie, I'm just going to pop you in the butt. I popped my grandma in the butt. And then she should have been like, well, I'm going to pop your ass. I'm going to pop your ass right back into the house, bitch. And then he should have been like, Julie, I'm just popping your butt. And then they should have, like, threw Frank back in some way, like that, or something. Anything. Keep Devon. Oh, by the way, James, last week you weren't willing to make a move, but this week you are. Not for nothing. I hear a lot of people defending James and being like, oh, James, Eric, James has the whole house behind him, and he didn't have the house behind him last week. False. False. He does not have the whole house behind him. He has the same people behind him that would have been behind him last week, except for Paul. However, I think in the same way it was not difficult to sway Paul to realize what he needs to do this week. He could have swayed him just as easily last week. But you still suck, James. Correct. Correct, Bethany. He does still suck. James should have helped Day. I agree. And the round trip ticket will be on 8/25, a week too late, and it will be Nicole. Oh, Annie. Annie. If there is any Big Brother karma, any. Because look, here's the deal. Please don't murder me. Can I put my invisible flame suit on? Here I go. Put my invisible flame suit on. One arm, another arm. I'm zipping it up. I don't want Paulie to go. Hashtag sorry not sorry. If Paulie leaves, then what? Then we go back to Natalie, James, Nicole, Corey making out, and Zakia will probably start to catch feelings for Michelle. I don't know. I think she needs to be in a relationship. But here's the... No, seriously, what I want to happen is I would like Nicole and Paulie to be put up on... So, like, Zakia's going to go home right at the beginning of the episode tomorrow, and then Paulie and Nicole both get put up. Paulie is going to win it, and then somebody else will go up, but it won't matter. Nicole will be the victim of another double elimination. And then look, the whole rest of the house can still target Paulie. I just want another week of good feeds is my point. I don't want us to lose Paulie and then lose all of the drama that we could get from the fallout of what happens. Like, if we just send Paulie out tomorrow, there is no fallout, no feed drama. He's in the jury house, and Devon is going to be like, hello. Oh, look who's here. So, I don't want Paulie to go, but I would love Nicole to go. Girl bye. Hashtag girl bye. Girl bye. I can't wait to see the look on Devon's face when Paulie walks through that door, or when Nicole walks through that door. Ooh, I would love it. Ooh, I would pay for it. Come on, give us jury feeds. I want the feed. Yeah, we all do. Can we then have jury feeds? I wish. But we will still have batshit crazy Michelle, so that's a plus. Correct. We will still have batshit crazy Michelle Mara. However, we will have batshit crazy Michelle with a big kumbaya family that she feels just saved her this week, which, to be fair, they did save her this week. She is not going to go really crazy because she kind of feels like everybody has her back. Don't we all want 1 week of Paulie having to fight for his life to stay in this house and watch him really get broken down in the game the way he has kind of broken down a lot of people's games? I want to watch that all play out. I don't want him just to get the quick clown chew exit. No, I don't want. Hashtag do not want. Cody and Paulie both have a lot of phlegm. Oh my God, Michelle said that too. I don't know if you guys saw, but Michelle also, when, she was busy not having her exorcism, pops out of the bed and she goes, do you guys ever notice that when Paulie talks, he does a lot of... It's like, no, like she was like taking a vote around the room. She's like, nobody? No, nobody notices that? Nope, I'm the only one? Nobody? Okay, all right, well, just throwing it out there. This is very flummy. I was like, Michelle, very observant. Why does Zakia always pick at her eye? I I haven't noticed her do that. Question, says Sun Angel. Was Corey saying seriously before he started hanging out with Nicole? I don't know. I don't listen to anything that Corey says. When Corey talks, I'm just like, I'm usually like, oh, I'm usually like that whenever Corey is there, so I don't really listen to what he's saying. However, I don't know if there is any truth to what Paul said that Corey said. So again, I'm afraid to, I don't even want to look at the chat room and have you guys confirm this because it's really going to bother me. But apparently, Paul claimed in the London room that Corey is not a good person because he's a Trump supporter and thinks all immigrants should be removed from this country and stuff like that. However, whatever. But what he said was, Corey said Corey said poor people are lazy and don't deserve anything and are faking it. And people that are poor are just faking it. And they need to go, oh, great, he did say it. Awesome. And poor Natalie, bless her heart, was like, Corey, there are people that, have mental problems and they can't help it, or legitimately people that are worse off than us. And Corey was like, nope, they're losers. Go get a job. Everyone can get a job. I got a job. Oh, really? Did you not have a problem getting a job, white man in Texas? No, not just poor people, but homeless people. Oh, yeah, poor and homeless people. Got it. The round trip ticket will be played on Double Eviction. They won't waste it with too many weeks left. Correct. I wish I knew what TV Tater said. Let me see if I can do this off the top of my head. At TV Tater on Twitter said, we will know at the beginning of the episode if the beginning of the Double Eviction episode, if the round trip ticket is going to be played. Because there will be the extra spot in the competition. So does that make sense? Because on Double Eviction, the backyard is being broken up into 3 different sections because they got to play all those different things. So there'll be like seats or spots or whatever. So if there's that extra spot or extra seat that we see in the beginning of the episode, we're going to know the plane ticket is being used on this Double Eviction episode, which I thought was brilliant. Not sleuthing, brilliant hypotheses. Half the yard HOH, half the yard veto. Right, correct, Zach. I want to see Z's reaction when she's gone and Paulie is left in the house with the girls. I think here's what's going to happen. Zakia is going to go right into jury house, and this is what Devon's going to do. She's going to be like this. Okay, watch. She'll be like this. She'll be like, hold on, ready? She's gonna be like this. Minnie Mouse represents Zakia, and Zakia's gonna be like, oh my god, they kicked me out, and then Devon is gonna be like, come here, Zakia, and then Zakia's gonna be like, yes, Devon, and then Devon's gonna go, here I am. I'm screwing your head back on. It's time to stop being dignitized by Paulie. And she is going to have intense Devon therapy for 7 days, where Devon will deprogram Zakia and the brainwashingness that she has had thrust upon her in this house. And I think it will be perfect. I would like the 1 week of alone time for Zakia to get Devon therapy and get undignitized. They really should just call this season Big Brother 18 Dignitized. And look, we all know I am team girl. I am team girl all the way. I want a girl to win. 100% girl power. I don't like blaming the girls for things that the guys wouldn't get blamed for. But Natalie literally said in the London room last night, literally, like this is a direct quote from Natalie. I was in a girl alliance, and I really wanted the girl alliance to go far, but girl alliances don't really work in this game, and I fell in love. And I was like, Natalie, Natalie, why are you saying those words? Natalie, you were supposed to be our girl power leader. And by James, why couldn't you have just done a Google search before you went in the house, Natalie? Why? There's mugshots. Michelle was the one that leaked them. Your current castmate is the one that put the mugshots out. You would have found lots of information on them. Please, no, Natalie. Natalie, you in danger, girl. You in danger. Natalie is a princess. I know. I really love Natalie. I love when she turned. She was like, she literally came into the room like pirouetting and was like, what are we doing? Nobody wants to play with me. Everybody, I don't know why everyone is doing something. And then it was like, she like, Chris like, no. Okay, everyone, we're done playing. Let's kick this shit off. Paulie's the fucking target. I'm not messing around anymore. You people need to get on board. So everyone's going to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, and we're all going to get on board with this plan right now. And I was like, ooh, I think I peed a little. Literally, like, grabbed my penis. I was like, ooh, it got cold. Like, what just happened? Natalie. Tootie. Natalie. So Z is leaving as of now, and Paulie is the main target for the double elimination. Paulie and Nicole are both equal targets. They see both of them as huge, dangerous targets in this house. But yes, Paulie is the main target. The fallback plan is Nicole. Correct, and yes. Flipping Skittle says, Nat saying I'm not stupid, I'm just playing stupid. She's like, I know, I have a college degree. I have the college degree. I don't think I'm that smart. Actually, I have 3. Did Nat give away too much of her game, though? Yes, Evelyn, she did. I 100% agree. And not only did Natalie give too much of her game away, she gave too much of James's game away as well. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the bars. That super duper helps us out and is very generous of you. I will follow you back here on You Now after this show. Thank you very much for the bars. That is super duper generous of you. And let me quickly say thank you for being the #1 fan. Lori #2, Jamerican #3, Little Big Red 4, and Mama Patty #5. Thank you guys for the bars. And I'm horrible, and don't notice when you guys give them. I don't know what Nat sees in James. He pays no attention to his daughter. Well, Benny the Squirrel, you are just a squirrel in the Big Brother house. I don't think that we should be critiquing James's parenting abilities. I wouldn't say that I don't really like James, and while I have my own opinion on it, I'm gonna try and keep it about game and personal things. Things I personally experienced with him. I'm not gonna call him out on his parenting abilities. We don't know how he is. His dad. Question. Still wondering, are you voting for Bridget or should we vote for Meech this week? That's a great point. Now with this house flip, so for those of you that do not know, the new power that we are all voting on, which does not come into play until Friday. Either way, doesn't come into play until before nominations and after this whole entire double elimination episode is over. Right, Friday. Thank you. So it is now interesting, who do we give it to? And the power, if you don't know, is the person gets all of the power of the HOH, which, I have a question for you, chat room. You get all the power of the HOH, but you have to wear some stupid costume. However, so here's what I was thinking. I wanted to give it to Bridget to screw up Paulie's plan. Now I feel like give it to Michelle to kind of keep her safe. So I'm not really sure. But here's my question, and I can't even take credit for this. Giselle asked me this last night, and I was like, ooh, good question. Good question. I don't know the answer. All we know is that it's called super safety. And wasn't it said they're given all the so giving all the perks of the HOH is not the super safety? That's the next week? I'm thinking those are both the same thing. Is that what you guys are telling me? Eric, it's just safety. Okay, good. Okay, so then let me ask you this. Next week, when it is you get all the... So super safety, meaning you can't be evicted this week, but you have to wear the safe unitard, the super safety unitard, whatever. Next week, when they get the power, that is you get all the same benefits of the HOH. Chat room, do you think that means each one of them makes one nomination? Or do you think that the person that actually won HOH will only get to do the nominations? Like, oh, yes, it does. Do we know that for a fact? Are you guys just saying like, yeah, it does, like we agree? Or do we know that's been confirmed a fact? Yes, they each get one nomination. I see we're all saying, oh, co-HOH means, I don't think it means one nom. They can make the rules whatever they want. I was interested if anyone said it. I think me should get co-HOH. Right. Yes, one each. Okay. I'm not really seeing anything where anybody is saying it's confirmed. Oh, it says it online on CBS. Okay, great. So if it says it on the CBS online, then yes, confirmed. Okay, that is the week we all legitimately need to come together and figure out what we're doing. We need to harness the power of Why Are Alive and direct it at that show, because that is going to be pivotal. Because look, I mean, I don't even know why I'm going to say like they're going to keep Paulie safe, because they didn't keep Tiffany safe, or Frank safe, or Devon safe, so they probably won't keep Paulie safe. But if they end up keeping Paulie safe, you know it's going to be the rise and fall, and he's going to go bump right back into power. And what a better way to mess things up. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. Paulie is going home tomorrow. I don't think so. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the most important, not the most important part, but one last part of this London room meeting. And it is, James doesn't want to blindside Paulie. James kind of just wants to say to him, hey, we're not voting out Michelle. We've kind of talked about it, and you just need to get on board. Now, that kind of, because, you know, obviously he doesn't want the target on his back. He has kind of changed it a little bit as the conversation went on. Then he was like, maybe we just screw with the votes. Maybe we just make it be 3-2, and this way Paulie can be confused and not know who the one person is, and then it'll also send Nicole to us because she'll feel betrayed but not know by who, and it'll create a lot of paranoia and confusion. But I think James does not want that. I think James would like to have this all play out and get to play dumb. So we're going to see what happens with that. That is so dumb if James thinks that's a good idea. James doesn't make good game moves. James is not a good game player. I hate to break it to all of you. He is not a good game player. He is a good character on a show. He's playing a character. He is not strategic. He doesn't understand how to play a game. He knows how to be a character. He's playing his role very well. I don't know. James allows me to be better. Correct. I'm Sick and Twisted says they're going to try and pin it on Nicole. The girls are going to hang with her and make it look like she vote flipped for a girls' alliance. That would be amazing. That would be so great It would be so great. If it was me, I would not try and hide at all. And I'm going to let you guys all know we have 10-minute warning because Big Brother is starting in 15 minutes. But it would be so great for me if here's how they played it. Nobody told Paulie anything. Like, nobody utters a word of this at all to Paulie. And then Mr. I'm bred for this game. I can get in people's heads. I can control people's minds. What I want them to do is not say a word to him, vote out Zakia, and then when he is like dumbfounded, blindsided, they all need to just reverse Paulie him and be like, oh, we got you. You are going down in this HOH. We are like, nobody should stand near him, talk to him, look at him. Well, I mean, obviously Nicole, I would also like to see what Nicole would do if they did that. But I just think they should smack talk the shit out of him and make him feel blindsided and isolated going into that HOH. Now, unfortunately, I can see Nicole being like monkey in the middle here and her being like, oh, I don't know where to go. What's going on? I wasn't in the loop. I didn't know. Where do I go? Oh, do I go towards Paulie's penis or do I go towards Corey's penis? I mean, based on Zakia going, I think Paulie's penis is gonna go soon, so I'll just stay with Corey's penis. Right. By the way, Corey's penis has never been inside of me because he says he only likes going in back doors. Oh, Corey. It's fun that both sides still want to put up Nicole. Oh, it is. Again, my favorite part was Natalie. Every time she mentioned the fact that Nicole's going to go up. Corey will do whatever Nicole does, of course. What happened to Paulie's abs? Food. Question. If Paulie's dad is James's manager, I think that will weigh on his game's decision. Not Paulie's dad. Do you mean Derek's dad? And I agree. I think there's a very interesting dynamic happening there. I asked Derek if he wanted to come onto the show on Friday and discuss all those things. He is unfortunately busy on Friday, but he said he will let me know if anything clears up, though I will tell you, I believe he said Sunday he's going to do Rob's show. So we do our patron shows on Sunday. So he said he's going to do Rob's show on Sunday. So you can check out maybe more of what Derek has to say about it there. He's filming his new show. He's home now. Derek is home now. Why is Derek's dad his manager? It's a great question. It's a great question. And we can get into it more. I mean, I'll say this. We do have time, so I'll tell it to you quickly. I did end up watching Derek's Periscope. Basically, what Derek said on his Periscope is that he called Nicole about a book signing in Chicago, which is why he talked to her before the season. Neither one of them talked about Big Brother All-Stars at all. Neither of them, she didn't tell him is the point. And he didn't know about Paulie at that point. Then he said Paulie, Cody called him and let him know about Paulie. And then Paulie talked to him for just an hour on the phone, and that was it. So he knew second that Paulie was going to be on the show. Then he flew to Texas to be with his dad and James and the guy from Survivor. And James told him about the fact that he was going to be on Big Brother. However, Derek said he did not tell James about Paulie being on the show, or Paulie that James was going to be on the show, because he said he didn't want to ruin the integrity of the game. And then he said we can believe that or not believe that. So that was what his thing was about. That's what his Periscope was about. I was hoping he would come on and talk more about it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If I'm being honest, I would tell my really good friend like, if my best friend was playing Big Brother and I knew something that would help my friend out, I would tell my friend. And I'm also aware that telling my friend could ruin my friend's contract. So I know why nobody would want to say they told anybody anything. However, we also don't have any reason to believe that Derek's lying about it. And I think Derek said it best of people are going to believe what they want to believe. So you guys can either believe him or not believe him. Thank you, Emily Mara 266666 for the bars. Are you staying, Rune? Am I staying on? No, we're not going to stay on. We are going to, I want to live tweet the show, but, it's too hard to do on the computer. I think we had a really good show, and while the show is on, I can live tweet and get this show back up, and then maybe, I will come back on after. So let me say this to you guys all. Let me end the show for the archive people, and then I will wrap it up with the rest of you in 1 second. So you now, chat room, don't move. Stay right there. Everybody else, you guys know you are probably watching this back already on @BB /BB18 spoilers, yourrealityrecaps.com /BB18 spoilers. The non-spoiler versions of everything is at /BB18. The best thing that you guys can do to support our shows, and I really hope you will just take 5 minutes to do it. We need 1,000 of them, and we only have like 150, and we only have 3 more weeks left, is to go check out yourrealityrecaps.com /Amazon video if you don't know what to do, or if you already do, /Amazon trial. I will make a link here for Amazon video, but it's yourrealityrecaps.com /Amazon video. I made a video. It's only like 2 minutes long. It explains everything to you guys. It doesn't cost you anything, which is the best part, and it will help us keep bringing you guys shows, coverage for the rest of this year, BB19, everything. So please, we only have 3 weeks left. It would help us out so much. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter at BB18 feed updates. Oh my god. Oh, that's our live feed Twitter. You can at Reality Recaps. Yes, you can become a patron. I'm not going through that again. Yes, you can do PayPal, but I hope you will guys just check out yourrealityrecaps.com /Amazon video for this month in August. Thank you guys so much. Bye, everybody. See you guys tomorrow.